million on November 30th. Then, on December 1st, 1,300 people will win their share of over $2.5 million. It's the biggest giveaway ever. Only at Yamba, your California to Vegas connection.
Now at 7 a.m. on Today in LA Weekend, what should have been a night of celebration ended with gunshots and 4 people dead. The scene unfolding in Northern California as the search for the gunman continues. Plus, as thousands head back home from Thanksgiving, a major winter storm is causing delays and cancellations. We are live at LAX. We'll look at the holiday travel rush.
And we're closing out Thanksgiving with a bit of extra fog. Thanksgiving and November, that is. December is on the way. We'll give you a preview of what you can expect for the month ahead.
You're watching NBC4. Here's what's happening today in LA.
Good morning, everyone. What a pretty picture. It is Sunday, November 30th, the last day of November. Here's a live look over Mount Wilson. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Michelle Baez, joined with meteorologist Kelly Moody, who's here with a look at our foggy forecast. But we have a lot to be grateful for compared to what's happening in the Midwest.
Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about the travel forecast, too, because I know it's creating a lot of delays for folks. Everyone's trying to go home, but things aren't looking great out there because of the rain, the snow, a lot of things that passed on through. But things are quiet comparatively here. We'll take a look right now at some of our visibility numbers. That's always a fun word to say right in the morning. We've got visibility numbers that have been ranging from 3/4 of a mile in Anaheim. That's quite a drop from what it was just even a half hour ago, up to about 1.25 miles, mile and a half or so for LAX, Long Beach. Definitely more dense at the coast, but as you head farther inland, we are starting to see some of that fog crawl on in. All right, let's talk about our travel forecast. We still have some areas in Utah and Colorado, even stretching down to northern New Mexico, that are experiencing a bit of that rain-snow mix. But the bigger issue is what happened as we looked yesterday across the upper Midwest down to the south. Big system that still is bringing some rain expected today across the south. That's really the cause of a lot of those travel delays as we look ahead toward tomorrow. We'll still see more snow to come, though, again, stretching from Kansas up towards Chicago, Michigan, and more rain in the south. So definitely a lot that could be creating some inconveniences in the days to come, Michelle.
We're going to have a live report from LAX coming up, but first, 4 people are dead and 10 more hurt after a mass shooting in Stockton. This happened during a kid's birthday party last night. Deputies found the victims inside a banquet hall, including children.
This is Thanksgiving weekend. This is when families come together, celebrate, share memories, give each other love. This type of violence, and our city is better than that.
This is still developing, but investigators believe this was a targeted shooting. The shooter has not been caught. We will continue to follow the developments and bring you an update on air and online as more details come in. Our other top story this morning is the Thanksgiving travel rush. As millions of people head home after a long holiday weekend, many will face winter weather alerts. Snow is falling across several states, causing thousands of delays and cancellations. Outside, a live look at the Horseshoe right now. We can see the fog that Kelly mentioned, and it is starting to back up along that Horseshoe. Let's check in with NBC4's Annette Ariola, who's live inside the airport now, speaking to travelers trying to catch their flights. How's it looking and feeling out there, Annette?
Hey, Michelle, good morning to you. Trying to catch their flight and trying to catch a break. It's a very fluid situation when it comes to flights today. Obviously, everyone heading to the airport, whether heading back home or even starting a vacation. Right now, we have 109 flight delays and 17 cancellations out of LAX, a mixture of both inbound and outbound flights. This is Terminal 7 out of United. I want to go ahead and show you guys the boards here. We've been checking them throughout the hour that we've been here, and we have seen some delays with flights going to New York, going to Boston, Toronto, all that, the upper east part of the United States there. And of course, talking to folks, seeing how they're hanging in there, and they're doing their best. Really, airport officials say they expect 230,000 people to travel through their terminals today, and this just comes as flight restrictions had just been lifted due to the government shutdown. Let's go ahead and show you on your screen right now a chart showing you peak travel days for this Thanksgiving holiday. Over 51,000 flights will be taking off today just from LAX. The busiest day was on Tuesday. Now, passengers say it's been a hectic morning. Again, just trying to get back home. Take a listen.
It's busy now, but it was actually calmer earlier. But I see a lot of frustration with a lot of people, so I could tell what's going on. Yeah.
It could be a rough day.
It's a rough day.
Now, the good news coming back out here live is that things are moving along. One traveler did tell me it is crazy, but, you know, somewhat organized craziness. We are moving along. That person that I had just spoken to was still trying to book their flight. Unfortunately, they weren't having much success. But obviously, if you are going to be catching an international flight, try to get here with at least 3 hours ahead of your flight schedule, 2 hours if you are flying domestically. And, you know, I know it's a cliche, definitely pack your patience because thousands and thousands of people are also trying to get back home. Michelle, will send it back to you.
Annette, thank you for the update there. We'll take a look at this new surveillance video of a burglary at a barbershop in South LA. You can see burglars ramming a truck into a business on East Florence Avenue. This happened around 2 in the morning on Thanksgiving Day. Several people get out of the vehicle and walk into the store. The owner says they stole equipment, merchandise, and even his Savannah cat. He says his business has been around for nearly 6 years and he has never experienced a burglary.
I work hard. Everything I have here it was with hard work. It's with my hands, and for someone to take that in 5 minutes, it's terrible. It's unhumanitarian. It sucks.
The owner said he did file a police report and he hopes the burglars at least return his cat. Hollywood is preparing to get festive for its 93rd annual Christmas parade. Quite a tradition with the bands, the balloons, the floats, and plenty of performances. It's all going to kick off tonight at 6 o'clock. Emmy Award-winning actor Luke Wilson is this year's Grand Marshal. The parade raises money for Toys for Tots. It runs from Hollywood to Vine, then down Sunset Boulevard, and that means there will be road closures. You are encouraged to take the Metro and, of course, get there early. Kelly?
That'll be a fun event. It'll be a little bit cooler around then, so make sure that you've got the extra layers. I want to give you a preview of December because we are wrapping up November. An average daytime high for the month of December typically runs between upper 60s, like mid to upper 60s, close to 70 degrees, but not quite. We're looking at mid to upper 40s for our average lows for the month of December. And a significant amount of rainfall, though we've gotten used to that at this point. Almost 2.5 inches is what's considered average for our rainfall totals over the month of December. Now, this isn't to say this is exactly what we will experience. We certainly know things can go awry, but it's good to have an idea of what can be typical as we approach the end of this year. Temperatures this morning actually a little bit warmer at the coast because we've got some extra fog there that's trapping some heat at the surface. So we've got 50s there. Farther inland, we've got those temperatures dropping on down to the 40s, even upper 30s in Hemet, low 30s right now in Lancaster. I mean, this is starting to look a little bit more like winter for sure. We are definitely getting ready to make that transition. It doesn't come without plenty of shopping to be done. Morning fog expected at the coast for the Los Angeles Basin and Orange County. We've already been showing you that. Temperatures today only warming up to the mid to upper 60s. We'll start to see some of those temperatures attempt to make it to the 70s for the valleys in the Inland Empire with mostly sunny skies there. We'll have a few leftover clouds for areas farther off to the west. Our mountain communities looking to see daytime highs in the lower end of the 50s. Now coming up, we're going to talk about that next chance for potential precipitations. Not a very high one, and there's still some discrepancy around it, but I like to give you those updates. So we'll have that for you coming up in the next few minutes, Michelle.
I can tell you, Kelly loves to shop. Still ahead on Today in LA Weekend, EV drivers, if you've been sneaking and getting in that carpool lane solo, you're not alone, and you may want to think again. The grace period is over. The fine you could be hit with starting tomorrow. Plus, a Thanksgiving burglary finds and ends with the death of a beloved family dog. What neighbors say the dog did and the heartbreaking reaction from the owner. And new rules for vaccines could